don't need to be afraid of getting stopped out. You don't even worry about your stop loss. It's there to do its job. What you're doing is you're watching price action deliver. Does it take this short-term high out? Yeah, it runs right to it. Opens. Does it overtake this wick quickly? Yep. Where's it drawing to? The liquidity I told you to. And it rallies up. And it consolidates. It's consolidating where? Inside liquidity. Inside the proximity of where these minor buy stops were. That's buy side liquidity. It's accumulating what? New longs to send it up into the minor buy side I gave you here. And they had this little move here. Now, I want to take you into a 15-second chart here. Have you ever seen ICT take a trade live? You never see ICT ever take a trade live. You never see him explain this stuff. This guy's a fraud. He is such a fraud. This guy is such a fraud. Don't ever, ever, ever listen to ICT, ever. Don't ever do that. All right, so here is the fill right here. Where's the little tick at? There it is. All right, if you look real close, right where I'm showing my cursor moving around, you'll see the little caret thing pop up right there. You see that? That's my actual fill. So the market opened on that candlestick and went down. I'm actually going to go into a 1-second chart. 1 second. Alrighty then. You having fun today? So many people, he ain't going to trade. Watch, he's going to get sick. He's going to get the flu. Something's going to happen. He's going to get laryngitis. He's going to lose his ability to speak. His internet's going to go down. Well, shit, you got all kinds of things that you're going to make us a conjecture. What are you going to say now? What are you going to say now, bro? All right, so what we're doing is we're looking at that little tiny little candlestick right there. You see that? Right there. So from that entry on that candlestick right at, we'll just call it the high of that one, okay? This is the lowest tick right there. That price is, what is that? 340.25. So literally 0.75 or 1.75. Less than 2 handles drawdown in seconds. In literally seconds of drawdown in terms of time. And then the market starts delivering in my favor. So that you may not need to do this much information, but I always did. Like I wanted to see exactly how much time it took for my trades, because you don't trade like this doing what everybody else does. If you're doing what everybody else does, you're never going to have these kind of results. You need to be doing things that are extraordinary. That means journaling. That means logging all the data. How much time did it take for you to move to profit? Well, we're back on a 1-minute chart. So in this candlestick here at 11:09, so inside the macro of 10:50 to 11:10, there is no algorithm, right? That's what everybody's gonna say. There's no algorithm. You're listening to them. The candlestick here, that's 1 minute, 2, 3, 4 minutes. Goes to target, bang. If you're going to do the drill like this, and once you get, because I'm not going to do this for weeks, it's just this week. When you're studying, Caleb, to do your final terminus, and in other words, you're looking for 2 stages of exits. You're always going to look for one easy objective to reach for. That's your first partial. And then where's your exit and you're done for the day? That would be here. So how long did it take to get to that? So you enter your candles, count that as 1. So that's 1 minute, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So for $40 worth of heat or less, we'll call it 50 bucks if it was, say you're using Amp Global as your broker. Okay, I'm not repping them, but I have experience with them, and I don't, I don't do funded account companies, but they charge with fees per contract. It's $10. Okay, you can argue and complain about whatever that is in terms of what you think is affordable or not, but it is what it is. So if You factor that in, it's $50 total expense to make, what was it, 600 bucks or whatever. And you can see it's a paper trading account for the compliance. I'm not acting as a financial advisor. I'm not running a signal service. I'm not claiming this was done with real money, but I'm showing you with live data in front of everybody. I'm sure I'll probably have a pretty sizable audience today because they all want to come out and see me fail. This is done with real live price. It's nothing market replay. And to only have $50 total cost in drawdown to make $630. One way ticket, just like that. No heat, none of that shit. Show me what your mentor can do. Because I've been barking for years and years and years, and they're still sitting on the fucking porch. So 20 handles here, 20 handles, that's enough to take that trade. You can afford to take that trade, Caleb, because if your target's above that, this is a really good setup because it's literally almost twice as much that you need in terms of the range. So where you're trying to get in the trade and where you're hoping to get out as your first target, it has to at least have this much room. Okay, and 20 handles is what's being shown here. So numerically, it'd be 19,360 to 19,000 to 340. That's 20 handles, okay, or 80 ticks. So I don't I don't think I need to do anything more today, but we'll be back at it tomorrow. I'm not going to be doing them long. Like these sessions are going to be rather concise because I don't want people getting hopped up on goofballs wanting to have trade after trade after trade. I know you're not listening to me. You're going to take a trade and you're going to get hurt this week if you do.